Is there anything that takes the place of God in your life? Is there any time that God is asking you for that you're giving to others? Is there any talent that God is asking you for that you're giving out to others? Is there any resources that God has asked you for that you're giving out to others? You might remember Matthew, the tax collector. You remember that in Matthew chapter 9, it talks about his calling. So here's where we are. Jesus comes by the seat of customs. Matthew is sitting there taking Roman taxes. He could write his own check. That's why they were hated. Because he was a Jew, but he was a Jew working for Rome. And he was a Jew that was taking advantage of the Jewish people. And he was padding his own pockets. Till he met another Jew named Jesus. And Jesus comes by the receipt of customs. He said, "Hey, Matthew, look in my eyes." He knew Jesus was looking at all his dishonest gain. He knew that Jesus was looking straight into his heart. And he called him from that receipt of customs, from that high-paying gig that he had, and he said, "Hey, you, come follow me." And the Bible says immediately Matthew got up and said, "There's something different about that man. He's worthy to be followed. I'm leaving it all behind, and I'm going to go and I'm going to follow Jesus." Oh, if we could just get it. Nowhere in the Bible does it say Matthew ever regretted his decision. If he would have just stayed at the receipt of customs, he would have been here and he'd have been gone and nobody ever said a word about him. But Matthew, he left his gods, little g, and he followed the God of heaven. Let me ask you something. What will you do? Will you leave your little gods behind and follow the big G God of heaven? It's time